Alrighty, welcome back. So in the last video I had just gotten 3 new tasks, and that is to deliver commodities to some of the export warehouses. Now the nice thing is one of those tasks, and as you can see here, one of those tasks is to deliver lumber to Adelaide. I already have that system set up, and I've actually got it sort of set to maximum. So that's actually quite nice. Now Newcastle and Brisbane. So let's find where is Newcastle? Is that one of these? Wollongong, Sydney, Newcastle. Okay, so Newcastle has this export warehouse, and they demand rum. Okay, so it already has industry, but I think somebody is making rum. I'm going to expand this station just because we're going to be running a lot of trains in. Is it Port Macquarie? Nope, they make beer. Armadale. Okay, so Armadale is making rum, and they're full up because I believe so the sugar here is actually full. So I'm going to start a train service between Armadale and Newcastle just for rum. All right, it can bring anything it wants back to Armadale, but in Armadale I only want it to take rum, a full 8 cars. So that looks good. All right. And I'm going to clone it and make 2 trains. I might increase that later on, but for now, because the distillery... Actually, I can't expand it. I can expand it a second time. Okay, so that's the most I can expand it. So I will do that. That way, because it does have plenty of sugar available, because there's that sugar farm real close by. So we'll expand that, get the rum, start going to Newcastle. Now Brisbane is way up here. There's wool here, but I would need to build there's also wool here, but I would need to build a settlement. I'm a little hesitant. Now I do have wool being produced over here. Let's see how much this is. Oh, it's got 50. Yeah, it's got a lot of wool available. I actually think I'm just going to ship it from here up to Brisbane. Let's see what's the best way to do that. Oh, it's really close to the red zone, but if I stick along the red zone, I could just take it up like that. Oh, there it is. Okay, and then cross it over. There are some mountains here, so that's probably going to be expensive. Let's see if I do it down here. Now I could run it through Dubbo, down this way through Newcastle and up through there. The problem with that is it's got a lot of cities and towns and stuff to traverse. So I'm a little hesitant. I almost feel like maybe I'll just run it like this. Where's the town? Oh, that is so expensive, and of course it's going to have a tunnel. But I do have the money, so I am going to go ahead and build it. Let's lock this into place, and then it's going to be a long trip, but I'm just going to mass produce, send as many trains as I can. Maybe like 10 trains or something crazy. All right. Actually, let's set some supply towers on there, because we are definitely gonna. Oh, We need some... That's troubling, because if there's no land, I can't build a supply tower. I can get one there, which is pretty close to Brisbane. And there's not another... Don't really hit land again until here, so I'll throw another one here. I forgot to all right. I'm also going to have to come up here and do it on the other side of the for whatever reason it doesn't put the signals. I usually do the signals before I do anything else. Oh, I guess I forgot to hit multi-signal. Okay, there we go. So, for whatever reason, it doesn't do the signals past the supply tower. Alright, let's get this started. Right. Thompson Manor. Brisbane. Now, luckily, I had already had that wool factory or farm going, so it had already ramped up its production, which is nice. Okay, got that. Let's clone it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, I don't have enough money. All right, we have so many trains, I'm just going to flood Brisbane with wool. So the nice thing is this farm is we're going to deplete all of that wool, but that's fine. We're in good shape. This warehouse is probably full of wool as well. Yeah, it is full of wool. It's actually full of cloth as well. I could start exporting that cloth around to different areas. I'm not going to do it just yet, but... Alright, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3 trains on their way. Oh. Number 4 is right there. Number 5 is right there. Wow, as you can see, we've already got 94 loads of lumber to Adelaide, so that's actually coming along quite nicely. The rum to Newcastle might need some help. Once I get all these on the road, so to speak, I'm gonna go focus on getting more rum to Newcastle. Maybe one of the other areas that's, or one other cities that's close to sugar, I can add a rum factory there, or distillery. Alright, I think that was it. Nope, there's an 8th one. The nice thing is this farm has plenty of wool, so it can take all that without a problem. At this point, they're just going to wait on each other as they pass through. Okay, so we've got 8 trains all headed to Brisbane to export that wool. So that's good. Okay, we're in good shape there. So it looks like the first load of rum has gotten to Newcastle. Let's go back to here. Okay, so it does look like I'm going to maybe make a couple more clones. So we'll have 4 trains going, because I don't want it to fill up on... I don't want it to stop making rum. I want the rum production to be pretty much constant, so that we can get that shipped out. Alright, so there's that would be our fourth load. 4 times 8 is 32. So that's 32 loads on their way, and there's still plenty of rum left. So that's actually good. We've got 2 loads in. We've got another 2 on their way, so that'll be a total of 4. And then those 4 will just keep producing. So that's 32 loads of rum each round. It would need approximately 6 or so full rounds for all 4 trains to meet that. The wool going to Brisbane, that's going to be fine because I've got 8 trains, 8 times 64, so I basically need maybe 4 rounds of that. I might even go back and, since there is plenty of wool available, might even clone it, add 2 more trains. That way there's a total of 10 trains on that track carrying wool to Brisbane. All right, I think we are looking good. Now the funny thing is, like, do they have a specific where's the, oh, there it is. Hopefully they're able to actually export it and it doesn't get rejected at Brisbane. So hopefully they get it and they are able to ship it out right away, and it doesn't, because sometimes when there's too much, like we saw in Adelaide, there was too much lumber, they're not able to export it all fast enough. They only have a limited amount that they can export. I don't think the Newcastle rum is going to be a problem because we're sending it 8 at a time. It's able to get rid of those pretty quickly. But even here, you can see that the export warehouse is probably exporting it at a maximum. If we look down here, you know, we have 74 available lumber in the warehouse. Plus, we have the additional that's made. Looks like our demand is 7.7. I really don't know how to read this chart. I should probably learn how to do that. But I do know that we have, well, the wood's coming in. We're not keeping any extra wood in the warehouse because we are using it in the production of the lumber, but then the lumber is being exported, so that's good. So we are exporting it probably as fast as we are making it, or maybe slightly slower, which is why we have a buildup of lumber, but I'm okay with that. Alright, let's get back over to Newcastle. Newcastle's got these delicious rum trains coming in. And as you can see, they are dumping it out as fast as they can. All right, so we're looking good there. We're almost met our demand for Adelaide, so that's actually really good. The rum to Newcastle is going. None of the sheep's wool has reached Brisbane yet, although I do see the first train just pulling in, so that's good.
Good. That puts the economy back on track.
So Adelaide is met, so that's good. Got this one heading back. I'm going to expand this station as well. I typically, especially since I have extra money, I typically like to make sure all the stations are expanded fully. Just makes them easier. If there's 4 lines coming in, they can unload and load up to 4 trains at a time, which is nice. I know, poor Wollabang. I'm not giving it our Wollongong. I'm not giving it a, why is it waiting for a clear route? Oh, did I forget to? Wow, I did forget to, huh, that's odd. I rarely do that, but apparently I forgot to put in signals, which is why that train was confused. Alright, that should all be good for now. Newcastle, we're not gonna... I'm not gonna give you an express to Bendigo. That'll never happen. Okay. So you can see the trains are still continuing to come into Brisbane. They've all slowed down because they haven't... I wonder if I put in a supply tower. Maybe I'll put in an additional supply tower over here just before it... Yeah. Or maybe even here. Just before they go into that tunnel. That way they can fill up on water and sand before they head back to the farm. Now this one is... I don't know why that one... Oh, it's because I'm looped the other way. So this one appears to be... why isn't it letting me click on that train? Oh, I guess it's a ghost train. Ghost trains happen, you know. Alright, so we are nicely loading up our wool in Brisbane. That's our, looks like our 5th train has been delivered both to Brisbane and to Newcastle, so those are both coming along nicely. Let's see, what's the first one? Sheep's wool, Brisbane. Okay, so that one's got to be met first. There's not a maintenance building there. I'm going to construct a maintenance building just so it can do its update on maintenance. Alright, I think things are going well. I will go ahead and stop this video. I'll start the next one when we are close to getting done here. That way you guys don't have to sit here and just watch me wait. So I will do that and then start the next video once we get our next set of tasks, or probably just before we finish these tasks. I'll start up the next video. That way you can see what our next set of tasks are and how we tackle that. So I will see you next time.